Park City in 2018 with Björn, who's got a film in the Sundance Film Festival, which is called Beruit, and it actually stars Jon Hamm, and it's a very, very exciting looking thriller. So tell us about this project, because this is your first feature film,
Yeah.
and you got to work with Jon Hamm?
Exactly.
Like what?
Yeah, no.
How did that happen?
Well, I'm signed with WPA as my agency.
Okay.
And they sent me a script. At the time it was called High Wire Act.
Okay.
And it is written by Tony Gilroy, who wrote the Jason Bourne trilogy and The Devil's Advocate.
Right.
Which I love very much. And once you start reading the script, it was so well written. And it's a page turner. And when I finished the script, I immediately called my agent the same day and said, look, give me the name of the director. I want to email him because that's the movie I want to shoot.
Wonderful.
I received the email from the director, and I emailed him saying, look, I read the script, I love the script, and I don't know how you envision the movie, but when I read it, I see all those images in front of me, and I emailed him right away 60 pictures, a reference to paintings, photography, movies.
Oh, wow.
And he replied to me with saying that he has the same visual ideas about the movie, and
wow.
that kept the ball rolling. And so, yeah.
Very cool. And I noticed by watching it, I've only seen the trailer, so I'm sure I saw a very limited amount of the film. I noticed a lot of use of telephoto lenses, a lot of tight. Now, is that for practical reasons, because you're doing a period type of piece? Or
No.
for a country,
actually, we shot everything on anamorphic.
Okay.
And mainly we use a 75mm.
Oh, really? You did?
And 75mm is for me a lens that I can shoot basically a whole movie on the 75. I love the 75. I can do everything with the 75. I can do my wide shots, I can do my close-ups. But mainly I gain time because I don't need to do lens swaps. When I shoot anamorphic, I feel like I have to change lens less than when I shoot spherical.
Because it could be both a close-up lens and
exactly.
give you the vista for the wider.
Exactly. So mainly the 75 lift on my camera.
Okay.
And Brad wants from the start to shoot with 2 cameras. For me, being first feature and mainly shoot 1 camera, it's like, okay.
Now I got a light for 2.
Now I got a light for 2, exactly. But at that point, I want to have my crew that I usually work with. So I asked a friend of mine I work a lot with. He's a Steadicam operator called Olivier Merckx. And he joined me on this adventure, actually. And a big part of my crew I could bring with me.
Great.
Because I also told the producer, look, I mean, we don't have that many shooting days.
Right.
We have a lot to shoot. So if I can work with a crew that I know,
it'll be faster, more efficient.
Faster. Yeah, exactly. You shoot in a country, in a different country, you don't know the habits, the gears, what they have.
Right.
So working with your crew is like, you can put that problem in his lap and say, you solve that because I need to do something else with my director right now. My gaffer can solve that on his own. So being able to have my crew with me helped me a lot, actually.
Now, this film, I mean, I'm glad you mentioned gaffer. This film is lit. This is not like...
Not much.
Really?
Not much, yeah.
Well, that's so
Why do you think it's lit?
Well, because I felt like even the scenes where I was looking where it was like almost a hotel room scene and there's light coming in through the window.
Yeah.
I was like, I was hard pressed to pin if it's practical light that's available already there or if it's lit. It really felt like you controlled the light.
Well, we control the light. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
We control the light.
But you didn't throw a lot of lamps in.
No.
Okay.
No. So we had one 18K with us.
Okay.
Which I used 2 times during the whole production.
Okay.
I told my producer, look, I want to have an 18K with me because once we shoot outside and suddenly it becomes very cloudy and we shot everything in blue skies, at least with one big source I can continue shooting on close-up. So it would be good to have that with me. So there was no worries. And then I had 1.6 and 2.4s.
Okay.
But we didn't use that many, actually. I timed everything a lot around the right time of day.
Okay.
So I spent a lot of time with the first AD talking about which scene we're going to shoot at what time of day.
Gotcha.
Just to work with the sun in our benefits, actually.
Right.
And I think we have basically everything the way we wanted to shoot originally.
But the colors are rich, though. The colors of the film are rich.
I light a lot through practical lighting. So usually I put a lot of fluorescence because it plays in the 70s and the 80s, so the fluorescents were very popular at that time of day.
Right.
But I also told our department, my gaffer, I don't want to use fluorescence from now I want to use the older ones from that area actually. So I want to embrace all those wrong colors of the lights. I want to embrace it, and then with practicals, I built my colors through practical lighting actually. And I didn't gel the lights actually. It's the original color of the light.
And you definitely do feel that from
Exactly.
watching the clips of the movie. You do feel like you're there. You're part of the action.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think the handheld helps, but I think you're right that the lighting helps too. Now, did you create a LUT or a look?
No, I didn't want to use a LUT. I want to see what I had in my negative.
Sure.
Because it was a lot of run and gun.
Yeah.
And once you start building LUTs, then you need to go back, see, okay, maybe I'm clipping my LUT, but I still have all the information on my file.
On the log C, yeah.
The Rec 79, I know it by heart, so I can work faster. And I didn't want to do something fancy either with the movie. Because the Elite lenses are from the 70s, it's a softer lens. The Alexa is a digital sensor, it's sharper. So it's a good marriage between those two.
Sure.
So that was the idea. Then we didn't do much in post actually. I mainly played with my black levels and my saturation, and that's basically it. And then a little bit matching and some power windows on the face if you need to, but otherwise that's it.
So you got to be part of the whole color timing section?
Yes.
From
Yeah, we did that at Technicolor in New York.
Great. Excellent.
And they gave us 4 days for the whole color grading, but I pushed for 5 because 4 was not enough. Especially that we were trying with a different look. So I mean. You don't want to do that on one scene. You need to do several scenes to see does it work, yes or no. So you lose half a day on that. Yeah. So I asked production to give me another day just to be able to finish it.
Sure. So do you like using ZEISS lenses on any projects? Have you used super
I
speed?
shot recently. I shot a commercial on anamorphic with master anamorphics, which is a very crispy, beautiful look, and that was what we want for that job.
Sure.
So also there you decide on which lens you want for certain jobs. But no, I always am amazed when I watch a master like Roger Deakins shoot on master.
Primes
it
only.
looks stunning. It looks stunning what he does.
Yeah.
And it's Lubeski as well, and all of them. I mean, it's a joy to watch. And I recently watched Blade Runner with the director, and both came out because I was shooting with him a big TV show of 107 shooting days, and we both came out after a shoot. We went to watch Blade Runner, and he and we felt bad because it was so good.
It was so good.
It was so good, and we were feeling
beautiful.
like we still have so much to learn. Him as a director, me as DP, was like, I mean, that's really miles away.
That's cool,
but he inspired me a lot, actually. The work he did on Sicario.
Which is like totally a lot like.
Exactly.
Beruit,
he inspired me to shoot my night scenes, actually.
Oh, okay. And he was using gas lamps as well, that orange.
Exactly.
Yellow look.
Yeah, but that's something I didn't want to. But what I liked, the very first frame of Sicario, if I'm not mistaken, is the girl inside the truck with the full armor, and you have this light on her face, and he used a lot of reflective lights, and that's like, I want to do that in the movie, so I use a lot of reflected light, actually. Okay. I spent a lot of time with the art director, because Arad Sawat was our production designer. Yeah. And he did an amazing job, because a lot of locations were all white walls. Yeah. And from the start, I said, I don't want to have white walls. Like I said earlier, after 1 week of scouting, and director didn't want to do any shot lists, I was like, okay, what else I'm going to do? So I spent all my time with watching movies, and mainly spending time with my production designer and art director, because he had a room which is basically the size of this room here. And when I entered, I mean, the whole room, wall to wall, was full of reference of frames of Beruit. This is for cables, that's for bullet holes, that's for buildings, that's for... And I was blown away by it. I was like, damn, I need to step up my game, because these guys, I mean, they were 2 months in advance in prep. Okay. And during the production, they came to me and say, look, what you've been shooting, we need to step our game because how it looks. So it was a nice compliment. But it was always a joy to arrive on set, because he made those beautiful locations, and everything was shut down, and I mean, rubble and concrete, but it looks beautiful. That's and awesome. Then I talked to him and said, look, if I look at the movies that David Fincher does, especially Seven or Gone Girl, all the walls, they have this reflective quality. They all have this shine to it. I told them, look, I want to use that because I don't want to light much. I want to do a lot through practicals. But if my walls are very reflective, this single light is coming back 3-4 times in the walls to give me highlights and give me depth and give me a nice bouquet when I shoot anamorphic. So then I was spending a lot of time with my art director saying, okay, I want to have this more of a satin look. This needs to be more of a reflective surface.
Okay.
So through every location, all the curtains, we said, okay, the curtains there, they don't, again, white curtains out, they gave them a cappuccino wash, so everything was all in those brown colors. You'll never see a white wall in the movie. And everything, if it was a white wall, we put fake walls or we paint everything. Which is, for me, being able to shoot with practicals and all those lights coming back. I mean, there's a hallway where Shea Wiggum is walking. I only used 3 practicals, 3 light holes bulbs, but they came back 3-4 times, and it gives a nice reflection. And I'm ready to roll.
Well, congratulations on finishing your first feature. It's out. It's going to be shown at Sundance, and I'm sure a lot of other places. I think the trailer looks very, very exciting.
Thank you.
So go watch Beirut, and then follow the work of Björn, because I know you have big things coming in the future. Thank you so much for talking with us. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure.